from the bottom. From the bottom. You know we go. Today on From the Bottom, we got a very special guest. All y'all probably wonder who I get my... Well, yeah, once I think about it, I don't really know what I get from you. But anyway...
Yeah, tell it.
But you know, if you wonder who I get, and I'm talking to so many people, this is the person I get the gift of gab from right here. It's my mama, y'all. Her first time on the podcast. She probably a little nervous, so she probably started stuttering or something. But mama, tell everybody who you are.
My name is Ms.Mae. I'm the proud and beautiful mother of Tab.
Oh, you had to throw that part.
Woo!
Look at Well, yeah, y'all. This the one who gave me all my inspiration and all the episodes of the flashbacks I be having, especially like the one I used to get the whoopings from. This is the person who gave them to me. She probably sounds sweet on this interview, but don't let that fool you. She like a sweet and sour candy. You know what I'm saying? So, well, thank you for coming on, mama. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. So welcome.
Jerry couldn't be here, right now. Shout out to JR.504. He always tell me to tell you hello. And
tell him I said to him, his family.
Well, mama, he gonna
hello
hear this.
To him.
He gonna hear this, so you can tell him now. Matter of fact, go on, tell him.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Williams. I enjoyed your show on the Valentine episode, and I hope and pray that you keep up the good work.
Well, there you go. So, we're gonna jump right into it, mama. I know you don't have a lot of time because you be busy. You're like the busiest retired person I know.
I sure do.
Don't know nobody who can retire and still say they as busy as when they was working. Can you tell everybody what it was like back in the 1940s?
Well, Carol, if I could, I would, but since I wasn't born, I can't tell you how it was because I wasn't born in 1940.
I thought you were just going to start talking.
So what?
I said, I thought you were just going to start talking.
No, I'm sorry. Can't tell you what was going on in 1940.
All right.
I have to ask my sister.
What was it like back in the 1970s?
Oh, 1970 was a good year. That year I was in high school.
No, the 1970s. 70 through 79. Not just 1970, okay. The 70s.
Oh, that was the year that we had, I don't think, Cam, I have to think.
That's what we do. We ask those questions to get your brain working.
Oh, okay. Well, that's when I had my first child, Dorian. And during that time, everybody would get together and then the government, and I always worked with the government, so it wasn't, 70s was a good year, the 70s.
It was. How was it what were the communities like back then? Like the black neighborhoods and stuff like that?
Now, in our neighborhood, everybody would know everybody. Everybody knew everybody in the neighborhood. We could just run up and down the street and go into each other's house and eat. And if anything happened to the children, if one person saw that the child was acting up, you better make sure that they gonna get it. Either the neighbor will get them, they'll tell your mother, and you'll get it both ways.
So
they looked after each other.
So people was cool with the neighbors whooping their kids? Like, 'cause now you can't even talk to another person's kid without them getting offended.
Not these days you can't.
Yeah, so back then, a neighbor can whoop your kids and you would be okay with that?
Yeah. Especially, that's the way of discipline them, because in that way, they would know that if Miss So-and-so see me, she gonna get me. Then she gonna tell my mama, and then my mama gonna get me too. So that's a way of disciplining them too.
So do you?
Because everybody knew everybody.
So do you think like right now, people should whoop their kids more?
They should, but the government has it where if they do, they call 911. But back in our days, we didn't care because we didn't have that. So now the children, they so smart, they'll pick up the phone.
Oh, snap.
And I don't think that's good. They shouldn't have that stipulation on children. In some cases, I can see it, but then in a lot of cases, it shouldn't be. They should be the discipline, just like they took prayer out of school. You know, when we was going to school, just get up there and say our prayer and everything like that, but we didn't have all this, what's going on these days in the school.
So you mean...
And I think...
So you mean to tell me, back when you was whooping me, you wasn't worried about me calling the police?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That was the last thing on my mind.
Because I don't think they had what you call 911 when you was growing up anyway. I don't think they had that.
Yeah, they probably didn't. It was rough back then.
I think they came to them like in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, you probably right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So, were you ever worried about me going to school back then?
No.
Like, you know, as far like the guns and stuff now?
No. Because back then, we didn't have guns like they have them bring them now. Even though your daddy had a gun at the house, because he liked to hunt. But I didn't worry about you ever getting to the gun.
Well, I don't
like
know.
that.
You can just be walking to the gun with a big old rifle, Mama. I think that'll probably stand out on a little kid. You can't just put that in your backpack.
No, as far as shooting in the house, shooting in your own home.
Oh, yeah. I guess they do that a lot,
you know,
too.
what I'm saying? They'll get the gun, and they could be sitting in their own home and be playing with the gun will go off. So much of that happening these days, too.
Well, yeah, that's because, you know, people don't know how to properly put away they pistols, they guns. They just leave them laying around.
Right. But it's predominant now. Well, all these people have these guns. Back then, it wasn't like that. 'Cause like I said, your dad just put his rifle in the closet. And we didn't worry about you messing with it either.
Oh.
You adore him.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Y'all had other activities that y'all was doing anyway. You'll go outside and play or go over to a Fatnum house or whatever.
So you think kids these days got too much time on their hands?
Got too much time on their hands. Because they got the video games.
Yeah.
iPad. Stuff like that, you know.
Oh, yeah, so all that technology is messing everything up.
It's messing everything up, and they don't want to go outside and play. And I'm not saying all the children just, you know, seem like most of them just have too much time on their hands.
Oh, man.
And then they be talking about obesity because the children don't get out and play.
So it wasn't no fat kids back then?
It was some, but they still could get outside and play.
So not like, well, you tell a kid to go outside and play today, it's like they vampires. they walk back, son! Yeah.
Oh, Lord, no. And run back in the house.
Yep. They probably go out there for a good minute and a half. No, but we had, it was some obese children back then. There's always going to be obese children, but they still would get out and try to play. Oh, yeah. I guess you're right.
Because in school, we had recess. So everybody still had to go outside, whether you go outside and
I mean, I
sit at the
think they still
playground or
got
whatever.
they still got recess now though.
Huh?
They still have recess now.
We had what?
They still have recess now. Did you hear me?
I didn't hear it.
I said they still have recess now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you think everybody just stay inside and be on their phone?
I thought they still stayed. So I don't have nobody in school. I thought they just stayed in the room.
Oh, no.
And then we had PE. Do they still have PE?
Yeah, they still got PE, Mom. It ain't. What you think? People just working their fingers out?
I don't know if they have PE. We just have PE suits and everything.
Well, I don't know if they have that now. They probably switched that
Yeah,
up.
I don't know about PE.
You know, too many. You know, I don't know if they letting you change clothes like they used to back in the day.
Oh, okay. Well, you could be right.
So, all right. Well, let me jump into this one. What do you miss about back in the day?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh. What do I miss about back in the day? That's a good question, Cam. I have to think on that. It's so much.
Now, you miss that much?
Well, I miss the closeness of my friends. I miss, because we all used to go out and we used to party and.
Oh, I got a question about that too.
Huh?
I got a question about that too, but go and finish your answer.
Yeah, we did. We used to party and everybody would, and then all our friends, when we would get together at our house, you know, we had people that would come over and then we used to go to parks and take you out to the zoos, and that's what I like.
Well, you can't trust people to come over your house now. They come in the front door and kick
Right.
in the back door.
Well, then they come and see what else they can, if you're not at home, I'll come and see what you got in your house, so when you're not at home, they can come in and get it.
Yeah, I know. That's why you can't let people over your house no more.
Right.
Hey, do you remember
so,
like back?
Because some people make it bad for other people. You wouldn't mind, but it's just some people just make it bad for others.
Well, yeah, but these days people talk so much. You know, they tell everybody what you got in your house.
Right. Right, they do.
But do you miss the
so
days?
You never know who they telling.
Do you miss the days when you would let somebody borrow some money and they would really bring it back?
Do I miss the day?
Yeah, you miss the days. Like back in the day, you could let a person borrow stuff and they'll bring it back to you.
Right.
Now these days, people borrow stuff and they forget. They have it so long they think it's yours, and you end up borrowing it back from them.
Yeah. And then some relatives can do that too.
But the part about you said going out with your friends.
Mhm.
You know, people used to like probably dance a lot more back then, right?
Right. Right. Like Soul Train dance and all that.
Did you want to be a Soul Train dancer?
I used to, because we always used to dance. Even like on Saturdays when I was married and clean up the house, I always played my music. And we always used to dance, and I'd be cleaning up. Yep.
So what was your go-to song when you need to get in the mood to clean up? Michael Jackson?
I can't tell you. I don't
Beat
know.
It?
No, I wasn't
The
Beat
Isley
It.
Brothers?
It was Prince, Isley Brothers. Who else was it? It was somebody.
Ohio Players?
else.
David Ruffin? Al Green? Teddy Pendergrass?
Temptations, yeah. Al Green. The Ohio Player.
Oh,
Either
snap.
Fox or whatever they used to say. Well, Michael Jackson. I have a whole stack of albums still in my
You turned to a
in
DJ
my
when it was
closet.
time
I
to
need
clean.
to look and see. Huh?
You turned into a DJ when it was time to clean.
I did.
But what did y'all do when y'all went on the dance floor? Since everybody was dancing, and there was some musty people on the floor.
Kevin,
You know,
we
could
wouldn't
y'all
even think about much to
Mom,
people.
you know, y'all had them froze. Y'all had them frozen tight pants and shirts back then.
No,
So
no.
everybody was walking around with
The
pit
club
stains.
we went to, it wasn't in musty people. Well, if we did, we wasn't around them. I wasn't. So I never thought about it.
Well,
It wasn't where you dance and you just get drenched. You know, we didn't have that dancing like that. That was dancing hard right there, but no. You have to be dancing really hard to
Well-
sweat that much.
Well, I don't know. You know, many people used to be dancing back then. You
I know.
It had to be a lot of people
Yeah.
sweating, and you know, everybody couldn't be fresh. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I still don't know because I wasn't around one that was sweating a lot. Like I said, we were just dancing. We weren't trying to pay attention to people. We just out enjoying ourselves.
So every club you went to back in the day, did y'all just all of a sudden break out into a Soul Train line?
No. We had different dances. Back then, we had dances that you could do together. It went all the way to Soul Train line.
Oh, you mean like the
Soul
robot?
Train line mainly if we went to like a person's house or something like that.
They must have been a big person house. That house must have been big. 'Cause
Well,
I
it
can't
depends on
see.
how many people was there. It was 6 people. We still could do a line.
Y'all was having parties with 6 people?
Sometimes just a couple.
God. Well, I did
Just
always.
to come over and sit around. Or we'd go over to their house.
Well, yeah, I guess you got a point.
We did, yeah. Yeah, we used to go over to different people. They'll come over to our house.
Well, I know you ain't catch nobody dancing over nobody's house these days.
You don't?
No, not like it. I don't think like that no more.
Oh, no. I don't know what kind of dances they doing these days anyway.
Well, yeah, they doing a lot of
We had
everything.
names for hours, like Tighten Up and
Tighten up.
yeah,
Is that for the girls?
Tighten Up. Mm-hmm.
Was that was for the girls, or was that for the guys too?
That's for everybody.
It was called Tighten Up.
It was called Tighten Up. Like I said, we had names for our dances that we used to do. I just can't remember all of them.
The Funky Chicken.
Oh, yeah, that was by Rufus Thomas. I think he put that out.
Y'all did the robot,
Oh, yeah.
the electric
Yeah,
slide.
lovely. Oh,
The
well, you
moonwalk.
know. The
You know,
what?
you know, I cut a rug. You know, back in my day.
If you did, I never did see it. It must when you went to school, because I never did see it.
Well, you know, I
can't.
can't show you all my tricks, Mom. I gotta keep
well, I
some in the
never did
bag.
see that trick, period.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this question. I always wondered, do you like a guy in tight pants?
No.
Well, if you don't, why in the world did everybody back in the day wear such tight pants and bell bottoms?
That was the style. I thought you were talking about now.
Well, y'all the ones who
Back
started.
then, the pants weren't that tight. It was
Mama,
just
come
bell
on, Mom.
bottom.
Come on. If they were
weren't
skin
that
tight. They were skin
But
tight.
then back then in the day, that was the style. That was the style back then in the day. So everybody had to go along with the style. They didn't have no choice. That's all the stores sold.
Would you wear some
So
bell
everybody
bottoms
had to have
today?
it. So what?
Would you wear some bell bottoms today?
I think they're trying to come back out. I don't know if I would. I don't know. I have to think on that one too.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
So what about guys having their hair done back in the day? Or wearing makeup back in the day?
Yeah, they got it processed. They got the hair processed.
Or what about wearing makeup?
They didn't wear makeup back in the day.
Well, if they did wear makeup back in the day, what would you thought about? Nothing?
Yes, I would.
You would have?
I would think that they... Well, did they wear makeup? I would think that they would... Well, you used to call them queers, but they call them gay now.
Wait, well, that's strange you say that.
Why?
Because did you think that about Prince?
Well, now Prince came out.
Oh, man, here we go. Well, Prince different.
Now, when he came out, I used to think that he was so handsome with that long hair. So I never did think about it. But he looked nice with his makeup.
Wait, what?
So,
oh, so he get a pass.
When he first came out, I remember we had his album. And I said, oh, this is so, he's handsome.
Yeah, Prince, man, you
But
probably...
he didn't have a lot of makeup on.
He probably be the only person you taller than.
So what?
I said he probably be the only person you taller than.
Oh, he taller than I am.
Oh no, I was always wondering.
He just had on his little boot with the little heel on him.
And like, was every guy back in the day wearing boots with heels?
Platform.
With the fish in them?
Yeah. No.
Oh, I thought they had
but
fish
that
in
was the style too, along with the bell bottoms.
So
that was
bell
just a
bottom,
trending thing right there.
bell bottom and platform shoes.
Right.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Yep.
I guess
Bell bottom plat, and then the long coat, the long suit coat.
Wait, and y'all talk about how kids dress these days, and y'all just skip how y'all used to dress.
That was back then. That was the trending style. It was the style.
But I do...
Every generation got their own style.
I do want to ask
about...
about...
I was trying to come back. Say what?
I do want to ask about when one epidemic hit, you know, and took the neighborhoods by storm. And
Hey, what happened?
When one epidemic hit and took the neighborhood by storm back in the day. I want to know what's your thoughts on it.
What epidemic hit?
Yeah, the Jerry curl epidemic, because it messed up people's pillows and couches in every black neighborhood.
Oh.
You know, yeah. And I'm just wondering, like, was the thing back in the day to be the juiciest?
Was the what back in the day?
Was the thing back in the day, you know, like say like you see another person with a Jerry curl.
Right.
Was it your point to have your Jerry curl looking juicier than the other person?
No, my point was to have it looking curlier, because some of us have a Jerry curl and be straight.
So did you walk around spraying it with the spray bottle?
Oh, no. You didn't even have all that stuff dripping on your clothes. And Nope.
So,
and then they be swinging it and swinging their head. And and that's the one that they had the loose curls.
They were swinging
curly.
So
I had a Jerry curl.
They were swinging juice everywhere?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I know the OG of Jerry curls. I do know that.
I think a Jerry curl is trying to come back.
Oh.
I think they're trying to bring the Jerry curl back. But I still see some people with the Jerry curl.
Well, you know, I'm just...
Because they don't get their hair permed or flat iron, so they really just have a curl.
You know...
They would just get up in the morning and spray it and go on back to business.
Every time I have a flashback about Jerry curl, it's only one person come to mind, Mama.
Break time, folks. We coming at y'all introducing our new network that we're on, Tribulation Saints Podcast Radio. Also, our other networks that we rock with, rocking with us. Esquire affiliates, and also Fat Lulz Radio all day, every day.
And if you want to be on the show and think you got a good conversation piece, hit us up so we can schedule something at 253-234-7149. And hey, your boys out here making moves. We out.
Was I trying to do you and Dorian?
No, you know try to do me, but
I did Dorian.
every time I think about Jerry Curl I just think about Aunt Jeanette. Aunt Jeanette.
Yeah.
She was hanging on to that Jerry Curl, boy, I tell you that.
Long as she could.
Yeah, as long as she could.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I had turned mine to loose. But she still held on to that Jerry Curl.
So when people came over your house, did you have towels on your couches?
No. Don't know about no towel.
Or did you have the plastic on your couch?
No, I didn't have the plastic either.
What? So
Come as far as they having Jerry Curl.
Yeah. Come over there sitting on your couch and leaving with a spot.
Well, it's not like they drench their hair and have it drenched like water dripping out of it. They would just rub it in, Calvin. You're looking at too much TV.
Well, I guess they couldn't be around an open flame.
Oh, no. They make sure they went around that. Boom. Poof. He's gone. Oh, no. Oh, Lord, no, they couldn't be around it. And they didn't try to be around it. But then I can still say that used to be the easy way of doing your hair back in the day. You didn't have to worry about nothing. Just get up.
I bet
get it done.
Well, that would have been something to see right there. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I may go back to a Jerry Curl. You hear me?
Well, it's good. I don't know. You come to my house, you're wearing the bag on your head.
It's not like it's gonna be dripping.
You're gonna be sliding.
The ones that had the loose
hey,
curl.
at least I just thought about one thing. When you did have that Jerry Curl, you ain't have to worry about lotion.
No.
You just run your hand through your head and then just put it on your body.
And then just wipe your hand.
I know one thing. You couldn't be around the sun, boy. Everybody's forehead was shining.
Who?
Everybody's forehead was shining back in the day. Yeah, from all that juice from your Jerry Curl.
Oh, Lord. But you don't know anybody that did their hair, rubbed their hand through their hair, and then put it on their arm.
Oh, hey, I wouldn't be surprised. You forget lotion. What's the next best thing?
Well, that's a point there. That's a point, but I don't know anybody that did that, though.
All right, we're going to move on from this one, Mama. Do you think it's harder to be a mother now rather than back in the day?
I do think so. And because now there's so many younger people being mothers. And then the parents have so many restrictions that you can't do with kids. Back then, everybody was free. You could do anything that you wanted, mainly. But now, it's harder. I think it's harder. And then a lot of children are growing up by themselves instead of having their parents with them. They're growing up by themselves. Because then the mother, then the parent may have responsibilities that they can't be at home with the children, and then the mother may be there, a single parent by herself, trying to raise 5 or 6 children, and the father's not involved in their life.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's harder these days. And then children having children, because the parents not around. So they don't have any guidance in their life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So was girls getting pregnant back in school back when you was going to school?
Some. Not like it is these days either. That's what I'm saying. Children having children. So we had some, but we could count the ones on our hands.
Oh, yeah.
But now it seems like it's an epidemic, you know? It seems like so many young children are getting pregnant in school.
Well, I mean, I guess you would know firsthand because you worked at the health department.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because some of them be like 13, probably 13 years old.
13? Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Probably 13 years old. Yeah, so I still say it's harder these days to be a parent.
Well, yeah.
And then a lot of, I ain't going to say a lot of them, but some of them, the children are rebellious. They don't want to listen. And you try to tell them, and like I said, you can't hit them. You can't whip them. And so then they get rebellious, do what they want to do.
Yeah. And the respect level also.
Right.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have no respect for the preachers. They don't have no respect for the teachers, for the parents. So I still say it's kind of hard.
Well, yeah. I guess times are a-changing. So I guess times have changed a lot.
Right.
So with you...
Right, it has. So, like I said, back then in the day, we could... Our parents would, you know, my mom, like I say, she would whip us, and we always had to go to church. We always had to go to church.
I remember those days.
Right. Now, Mama, she disciplined us. She did. And like I said, everybody just knew everybody up and down the street. But now, it's not like that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and
you can stay next to your neighbor.
We used to go to the store, huh?
I mean, you stay next to your neighbor now, and they won't even speak. You know,
I know they won't. They can look at.
Everybody antisocial now.
Right, but back then it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Even like in the 70s, it wasn't like that. Because we knew most of the people up and down our street.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, some people just made it bad for other people. That's it. It's just society these days.
Well, do you think, like, if you was around today, well, I guess you are around today.
I think I am. I'm talking to
Do you think you would have kids, like, if you were younger in these days and times?
To be honest with you, no.
I hope you be honest. I hope you're not lying.
No, to be honest, I don't think I would have any kids these days.
Well, yeah,
I wouldn't come so hard on them.
Yeah, you're not the first.
And I had said one time before, I told somebody, I said, well, if I didn't have my kids back then, I wouldn't have none these days. So I have said that before.
Well,
yeah, if I didn't have you all back then, and I was younger.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because so much is going on with the young people these days, you know.
Well,
you got the psychopaths out there, and you never know, and then in school, everything is going on, in the homes.
Well, you always have to.
And they don't have.
You know, it's people getting crazier.
They are.
You know.
They are, and I wouldn't want to bring me to the world, in this world, this day and time.
Well, yeah. You do have a lot against you now.
They do. They really do. I'm not saying all of them, but it's just the way society is.
So, what's the hardest thing about raising children? Since you're an OG, you're a veteran, you already been there, done that. You retired from that. What was the hardest thing of raising children for you?
hardest thing for me, I'm trying to think. It was keeping y'all clothed and fed.
So keeping food on the table and clothes on our back?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you wasn't like worried about nothing, like the neighborhood, nothing?
Nope. I wasn't worried about that. Like a lot of them worried about it now, but no. I wasn't worried about it. That was just, like I said, hard than keeping clothes on your back and trying to keep y'all up with the tans and making sure y'all had food to eat. And keeping a roof over your head.
Well, you did a good job.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, my son. Because sometimes it got hard. Trying to keep the bills paid and everything, too. Yeah.
Well,
Just trying to make sure you all were taken care of.
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember those days. I was there.
Oh. Yeah, but other than that, like I said, we made it, though. We made it through.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just got hard, but we made it. And I thank God every day that we did make it through.
Well, yeah, I guess you got a point there.
Mm-hmm.
So, seeing as you are retired, do you want to go back to work?
Not now.
Are
I
you
sure
bored?
No. Don't have time to get bored.
You don't have time, but
No.
you're not working though. You're retired.
I don't care. I don't have time to get bored. I thought about it. Some people, they do get bored and they retired, and some of them, I said, no, I don't have time to get bored. I can get in my car and just go. I don't have to be sitting around the house. So, if anybody don't want to come out, I just don't come out.
Well,
I don't want to do nothing. I don't do nothing because I got all the time. But some people, they do get bored. And they have to just go every day. Because I done had about 3 other friends that retired lately. And I asked them, are they bored? They said, no, I'm not bored.
Well, they just retired, so.
Yeah, like some months ago.
Yeah, so they haven't reached that threshold to be
year
bored
ago.
yet. It's like a vacation for them still.
Well, then I got some a year ago. They still not, well, longer than that. They not bored.
Wow.
So, no, I'm not, right now I'm not thinking about going back to work. Probably some more years down the road when I probably did everything I need to do.
Yeah.
Like work on my house or whatever I need to do. I have some extra time. I'll probably look into it. But for right now, no. One at a time, I don't even have to come out. I just hibernate like a bear. Raining up, snowing,
That's probably because you don't want to get your hair wet, Ma.
No, I don't want to be out in the cold.
Well,
I'm waiting for like spring or summer to come. But other than that, and plus you're right, I still don't want to get my hair wet, even with the umbrella or whatever.
I always wanted to ask you this question. You know, since we are from West Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
and you was around when Martin Luther King was in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about when Martin Luther King got killed over in Memphis? You know, because you was close there. Can you remember that day?
I kind of. See, what was I at?
I think you was in
I at
school.
work? Huh?
When you were in school back then?
I know President Kennedy. I was in school. I'm trying to think.
Did y'all get out of school after it happened? They let y'all out of school?
No, they didn't let us out of school. Everybody was crying too. Everybody was in shock.
For which one?
Of what had happened.
For Martin or for
no, they didn't
Kennedy?
let us out of school.
Wait.
Huh?
Who was everybody crying for? Martin or Kennedy?
No, when Dr. Martin Luther King died, too.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, because you said Kennedy, you remember where you was when it happened to him.
Right.
And you said everybody was crying. I didn't know who you
well,
were talking about.
crying for Dr. Martin Luther King. And everybody was in shock over what had happened. And it was just a nightmare for everybody because they couldn't believe it, that someone would want to shoot him. And then I remember on TV, everybody, after it happened, everybody, the camera and everything, showing everybody and showing how he got shot, and they was trying to find the person that shot him, the man that shot him. And that went on for a while.
So did they start, like, rioting?
No, I don't think they rioted. I don't think they did. I don't remember them doing that. I know we didn't do it here.
Yeah.
We didn't do it here. I don't think they did.
So
No, I don't think they had a riot.
So how
I really don't
was,
think so.
like, the racial divide down south back in the day?
Oh,
You know, because even when I was growing up, it was still separated, but, you know, I can only imagine what it was like back when you was growing up.
right. But when I was growing up, the whites had their side and the blacks had their side. And then my mother, she used to clean up houses. She used to go, and sometimes she would take me with her when I was out of school. Because we was the first class here to integrate at the high school.
What do you mean?
We was the first class of 1971. Was the first class to go to the high school. It used to be what's called the white high school.
And
And our class was the first one. And they're having it, like I said, in 71.
So you was a senior when y'all integrated?
Right. We were senior for, I think it was 2 months. We went like in March of 1971.
Wait a minute. Y'all integrated in March? 2 months before you about to get out of school?
Exactly. Yep.
So what was that like?
It was, well,
I still don't understand.
I really,
Why did they wait 2 months before y'all got out of school?
well, that's how the system did it. That's how the educational system did it. 2 months before we graduated. And I didn't get a chance to know any of them.
Yeah, because you probably was still separated in class.
Right. And then we had to get adjusted to the school. After we had went to Wonder for so long, we had to get adjusted to the school.
So were they busting y'all in, or?
No. I don't think we had buses.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I didn't ride the bus.
You're right.
A friend of mine had a car.
Wow.
So they always came and picked me up.
But 2 months before
But
school?
I think the ones that live like in Edmondson or Proctor, outside of West Memphis, they bust those. They did.
So what was the tension like in school? It had to be a lot of tension.
Problem. So what?
It had to be a lot of tension. You know, y'all were the first black class to come
Right,
get
that's what I'm
integrated.
saying. We had to get adjusted. Because somehow we had to get adjusted to the teachers, to the schools. And it was just different.
So did some teachers from your school go to the new school? Also?
Right.
Oh.
Right. Some of our teachers went.
Okay, I thought they just kept the same teachers there. They just
No,
brought y'all
some of
there.
our teachers had to go. Went to the high school with us.
Wow.
And then I think one of our principals went too. And he was like the assistant principal, I think.
So was there a lot of fights?
No.
In that 2 months?
Not
Or
that
like
I remember.
a lot of police up there?
No, it wasn't that either. I think they presumed that it probably was going to be the first day that we did it, but I don't remember we having a lot of tension or anything there. You know, because like I said, it was so new to us to be going there. And I was ready to get out of it. I was ready to. I was so glad we could stay here 2 months.
Because I remember, like, the first time they really integrated was up in Little Rock. And, you know, Little Rock was 2 hours away at
Right.
Central High School.
Right.
And I know they had to have, like, the police and the MP and all them people up there for when the lady, the girl back then, the lady went to school with them.
Right.
So I thought, like, you know, I thought it was the same for you when you went. You know, I thought you
No,
had to have, like,
it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. And we knew that we didn't have too much longer to go, so
Wow.
but it wasn't a lot of fights or anything. And I don't remember any of the other ones, the Caucasians. I don't remember them as far as making racial slurs or something like that.
Yeah.
While you're in the class or in the hallway. Now, I did. I can't say for everybody else, but I did.
Yeah.
I didn't have any problems with them. As
Wow.
far as looking at you a certain way or whatever. Because when you're in your class, you participate in your class like everybody else.
Oh, I guess.
So we didn't have any problems, as far as I know.
Wow. It's like
Right,
you
we
just took us down memory lane, Mama. So now
It is.
now you just took my audience back in time to what it was like, you know, when if everything got, you know, integrated and stuff like that.
Right. Right. But as far as, like I said, everything was just calm. And I think it was some policemen in case if anything happened. Now that I remember. You know, just in case if we had a ride or what. I knew we weren't going to ride no way. Just in case if a fight broke out or something like that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But it was, that first day was, like I said, was memorable because you think about it. First they walked into that school.
Oh, man.
And they made, so I was turned into, I think, 9th and 10th grade, our high school.
Yeah. Oh, you graduated. You graduated in 10th grade, didn't you? Or did you go? You didn't go 12 grades, right?
Yeah. How can you say that?
Oh, I don't know. You know, it's back in the day. You know, I thought they just trying to kick y'all out. Like, all right, you made it to 10th grade.
No,
All right,
I was in the 12th grade when I graduated.
Oh, I thought they were like,
Yeah.
all right, let's go and get them out of here.
Oh, no, it wasn't like that. But like I said, the 1970s was a good year, though.
Well, Mama, we coming to
It
the
was.
end of our episode. I just want to tell you, thank you, Mama, for getting on here. And thank you for being the lady that you are. You were my role model growing up.
Thank you, Kevin, for having me on the show.
Well, I told you it wasn't going to be that bad.
Well, I got to see how it sounds.
Well, it's going to sound good, Mama. You know,
I don't know. You got to play it and see how it's going to sound. I can't be like you and Jerry. You and Jerry, y'all pros.
It took
And
a long
his
time.
wife, I can't be like that now. You have to get your mama time to think.
It took a long time to get here. But do you want to tell the audience, the listeners, anything before I give the inspirational quote?
No, I can't think of one
You
right
don't
now.
want to tell them, no words of encouragement or anything like that? Some advice?
Well,
Some.
I just thank God that for who we are and what we are, and I thank Him every day for His blessings. And for those out there, just try to be yourself. Don't try to be anyone else, and you'll go a long way. Thank you.
Look at her. She sounds so professional. You must was reading that off your phone or something.
Yeah, but that sound right for real.
That sound good. I'm just... All right, y'all. Once again, thank y'all for rocking with us. Shout out to my mama for being a guest on the podcast.
Woo woo!
You know, if you want to get on, you know how to reach us. To send us a message. But I'm gonna give y'all the inspirational quote. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. With that being said, shout out JR Dot one more time. From the bottom, we out. Cool.